Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Not not super quick on the keyboard this morning. It's the black screen for a second there. Oh gosh. Yes, I'm your host, JohnMegacycle. Another episode of Captain of Industry coming at you. We are playing on Time is Critical. What's the name of the map? Save. Time is Everything. That's the name of the map we're playing on. We're playing on Admiral-esque difficulty. I made some changes to it. I'm playing with also some mods. Allow for a bit of the faster time dilation and such. So that's all fine and good. I'm low on copper still. You're doing regular excavation? No, we're full on coal. If you can come back up here. Let's see. Last session. What do we got for alerts? That's fine. Last session we worked on this. This was a doubling up of coal. Not coal. Iron ore and copper production. Using 2 blast furnaces, 4 of the outs. This is going to be a massive undertaking for us to construct, but I think it'll be well worth our time. I'm going to attach it over here so it's a little more out of the way so this area can be for more regular production. We've got a really nice backlog of the ores, as you can see here. Things are moving along real nice in all of that. Vehicle management. We're still cramming through research. At this current status, whatever. I like to break these down into tech levels. So when you have one tech that is like differentiating different levels, I call this like tech 1. And then this is tech 2 up to construction parts 3. And then this is like when it hits the new research lab, tech 4, tech 5, tech 6. That's kind of how I do it. So like I call this like a tech level. So we don't actually have too much more to do. What's next on the docket? Yeah, another 6 researches. Oh, that was in the queue. Oh, butts. Okay. I don't know where I was with this. Yeah. Advanced fishery. Yeah, I don't want the fishery. I'm not doing anything with fish. Not that I don't like the mechanics. It's just I like to keep this like vanilla plus kind of a thing, right? Okay, so we got a bunch of research still to happen. I still need more copper. I'm kind of keeping an eye on this. But this is going to be where our new foundry is going to be established. There is a lot of coal here to be had. But we'll be repositioning a bunch of times for sure. How's our lumber? Lumber's good. I always want to be a little under lumber. Actually wouldn't mind. How much construction material do I have? I have plenty. Oh yeah, man. I wouldn't mind another tree sapling. How are we doing? Yeah, we're at 12 of everything, and we're consuming 8. Yeah, that's looking actually really good. I'm gonna get another settlement going on. This coffee isn't coffeeing very well. Okay. Oh, I actually had a bunch left over. Interesting. Okay, so what are we lowest on? Veggies. So we're going to do this for a while. It turns on. We're good on copper now. That's got a little ways to go. If you guys could pop on up there, that'd be awesome. Just do mining designations. Cool. So, a little bit about where we're at with this and why I'm playing this. I mean, I love Captain of Industry, duh. But the thing that I wanted to take away from it was, I was looking at maps with HatDatSat, because we just finished it's my Season 4, is what we just finished. And I had a really good time with them. They're a really good partner to game with and everything. Like, it was a really good time. And we're looking at maps, and one of the maps that caught my attention was this one, Time is Everything. It's a tiny island. I thought it looked really good. I thought this might be a fun one to try. And I wanted to give it a swing. So that's what I'm doing. I guess that's it, yeah. Yeah. If you want to see the details of all the mods and loading and creation of the map and all the settings, check the first episode. But I could also pop up in the difficulty here. One of the things that was to my benefit is full refund deconstruction costs, which is nice for me to get things going on. And if I want to shift stuff around, I'm not penalized. The other thing that's going to be a real pain is farm yield minus 25%, tree growth speed minus 75%. Normally I would build a little bit of a what's it called? Like a mid economy based on lumber, and I can't really do that. Oh, also got this advanced diesel stuff going on last session as well. Yeah, hopefully consuming way less coal now, so that's cool. It's coal, right? It's coal. It's very coal. So yeah, at the moment I'm just cranking through research. We got new refugees, burr. Ooh, 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 we got new refugees. Burr. So at this moment, I'm just trying to clear out some land. Ideally, we'll dig down to +1 to get a little more rain. But for now, things are looking pretty good. I still need way more iron. Looks like we're just dumping a ton of dirt. Which is fine. Yeah, that's fine for now. I should probably set up another mining tower and say dirt goes this way, but for now, I'm alright with it. There's going to be world mines. I don't think we found any other than oil so far. 2 oil. Oh, dude, you can come back. Thanks. While we're at this point, though... Edicts level 2. Awesome. Load the ship. Steel comes up to there. Okay, let's talk... Let's talk Edict. Research efficiency would be cool. I wanted the maintenance reduction, to be honest. We're gonna do that. We can do that. I could do a few more refugees, yeah. Here's what I'm gonna do. Oh, I'm gonna feel like I got a sneeze coming on. That's what I'm gonna do. Here's how this is gonna happen. I do want to start saving dirt. So we're gonna do... Yeah, I was thinking I could use dirt to better control an expansion. We're gonna do that. So the idea was gonna be something like this. Nope. Something like that. What's your problem? There you go. And there you go. Okay, you are going to be dirt. And I'm going to use some Unity just so we can get this going on. And I'm going to say, don't dump dirt anymore. Okay, actually, this kind of worked without the storage anyway. Cargo delivered. Fantastic. Come on back. What's your next level? I can't even afford that, so that's totally fine. Yep, we're going to get all of our donation stuff done now. Oh, did I finish my loan contract? Our trade reputation went up, our interest rate stayed the same, our fee stayed the same, everything else stayed the same. But I think our trade reputation went up by 2.5. How much lumber do I have? I don't have enough to do willy-nilly trading, so I'm not going to bother. So this will guarantee I at least have a little bit of dirt on hand, and then everything else will just get dumped. We got new refugees, burr. Yeah, this is going to be the episode where we are going to establish as much infrastructure as we possibly can. That's going to be the goal of this. We're still low on iron. I find that unsettling. We're also straight up out of coal. So this guy goes right back there. Thanks kindly. Cargo delivered. Come on back. You need reds. I don't have reds yet. I know this is really, really expensive, but I do want to get as much of this done as possible so when I need trade options, I have trade options. And construction materials are meant to be spent, right? That's the deal. Shipyard is empty. That's good. Okay. For cargo, basic desalination, edicts level 2. I'm still very out of mech parts, so we're going to do this for a while. Don't do that. Yeah. I just nipped that in the bud. Okay, you're not full. Now you are. 1 or 2 more pulls. Awesome. Good stuff. Alright, thanks, lads. I need you to work on this now. Automate crude oil imports. Yeah, I'm not ready for any of that. Okay. Is there anyone else that needs level 1 materials? No. Okay. That's a really good start. We dumped out, I don't know, 500 materials into the thing. I think that's a good start. Yeah, we are stocking up on saplings like crazy. Still not enough unity? What happened? Oh, reduced. Whoops. I meant this one. Heh, crap. Okay. We're gonna unload crew for a while. Unload crew and percolate for a while. Yep, low supply of mech parts. That's exactly why I paused research. Okay, we're getting there. So this should, I guess, ideally sit like this, so it can easily plug into stuff, right? That's where it's gonna sit. What's your problem? Dirt. You can dump dirt. Alright. I guess I didn't solve the thing I was trying to solve. That's okay. We'll do something like this. Hopefully that'll give me a little more workable land for trees. Oh, looks like it's harvest time. Ooh, we're looking good. Okay. A little more of that. Okay, how much more do you have to do? You're almost done. Awesome. I'm gonna put you right back on iron. Cool. There's a lot of coal to be had. So I'm not super duper worried about it. I'm gonna chuck you over on copper. Thanks. Okay. This was how many construction materials? Okay, we're just gonna start building this out piece by piece. Storage is expensive, so we're gonna do something like that. You can go out. You can go out. I thought I already set all this stuff. I apparently did not. I slapped it together so ding... Oh, this I set correctly. That's all correct. Gimme. I'll belt that stuff. There's no need to have more storages, maybe? I don't know. That's all correct. This needs water somehow. Somehow it'll get water. We have one there. I would like some storage here, actually. Yeah, before I get too wild into it. There's that. There's that. This can get paused. Okay, how does that look? I'm just gonna do this. And that goes away. All right. So that takes care of that. So now I've got some storage, right? This gives me a much better idea on how much stuff I got going on. High copper, high limestone. You're still working on iron. So we've had high limestone for a while. I guess come on back here, hang out? Yeah. Sorry for all the back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, but I'm not quite ready for stuff. Okay, let's do blast furnaces first. I'm gonna pause them so we don't have worker shock. Realistically, when you build a bunch of new stuff, all the workers are just gonna migrate over, and then you're gonna get, there's not enough workers, there's not enough workers, there, burger, burger, burger. I want to do this a little carefully, right? I also don't have all the materials to do all this stuff anyway, so mer. That looks like that. That looks like that. That looks like that. This guy needs to get built because you are slag. Okay, get started on that, please. These storages I could just belt over. I don't need these storages. Are you coal? Oh, no, you are iron. Okay. Bum 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 bum. What is that from? Oh, is that from Bob's Burgers with Teddy, the Tuscaloosa Twister? You gotta dance like this, Bobby. Tuscaloosa Twister. Oh gosh. Of all of my favorite characters, Teddy is definitely a character. Okay. So we're getting pretty close on me having stuff. Yep, I'm still waiting on a bunch of tier 2 to be made. Oh, that got built faster than I thought that was going to. Neat. Okay. Yeah, I needed that break from research. What I can do is I can pop that back on now, though. Easy sauce. Yeah, easy sauce. Speaking of easy sauce, coffee time. Ah, man. Oh, that's good stuff. Okay, 612. We're gonna wait for one more harvest. I'm gonna switch you back to potatoes? Yeah. Potatoes. Don't fall in with the haters, just make potatoes. Oh, speaking of which, I haven't adjusted my food yet. 12 and 12. Okay. Right now, our food is stable. But I also have a wild card. I have this activated. So I can turn that off anytime. And it's really important to have that on when you can because it's free Unity. Just shut it off when you get the notification of, hey man, there's not enough food to go around. Okay, shut that off, build a farm. When the farm is built, turn it back on. Boom. Easy as free Unity. We're gonna do this. I need way more iron. Yeah, and this is why I had to ramp up my foundry. I'm not making nearly enough iron. Okay, I want that to ramp up a bit more. Yep, and we're out of juice. Look at that. We just out of juice. Mine to there. Just have at. Yeah. How much more iron do we actually have? We have a fair amount of iron. Not limitless, but we have a fair amount of iron. There we go. That's what I want to see. Are we on lumber? Okay. I don't want to sell out our lumber, but like I said before, if we've got like a mature forest and we're just waiting on the material, sell it out, man. Sell it out. Yeah, we are just flowing through this iron. This is crazy. I remember a time when I had a stockpile. I remember those days when I had extra resources. I do remember those days. Those were good days. When I had a stockpile. Actually, I should build this out first. Because iron's easier to build up than copper anyway, but that's fine. Just get some of these belts done up. And you, my friend, are pointed the wrong way. Height 3, what? Hey, what? There. Good. I'm not too sure what happened there. Okay, there we go. Okay, too much iron. So not something I thought I was going to say anytime soon. Back to copper, which is... Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're gonna turn this on one at a time. Oh my gosh, yeah, I need more excavators and stuff. But I need to get this set up too. Settlement power, good. Okay. We now very technically have the same amount of iron prepared. The same amount of iron is ready. I should have shifted this all down and then put it there, but that's okay. We're going to move some of the industry around and stuff. It's not going to be that big of a deal. Now, what I do need is the scrap to get built. We don't have copper scrap yet, but this is what I want built right now. And the middle is coal? Okay. So I'm going to maybe leave that there. I don't want you to do that anymore. And I don't want you to do that anymore. So we're going to do some of this action. Just as high as you can be, my man. Just as high as you can be. About there? High supply of copper. Yep. And honestly, right back to iron you go. Okay, yep, I still got one doing coal on the constant. So that's fine. I think I'm ready to turn this on, more or less. That goes on, And that goes on. And that gets unpaused. How much construction materials do I have? What do you cost? T1s, okay. And now, just to prove up a concept here, and have it all set up right? I do, cool. Alright. There's your coal. There's your firing. There's your iron. Cool. Temp has no designations. Yeah, and I desperately need more coal already. I desperately need more coal because I just added another storage thing, and it just pulled a lot from the normal stacks. That's why. I'm not ready to deconstruct iron yet. I want to get a little more of it built before I do so. Yeah, 90. 90 of the stuff. We're also going to do... Oh, yeah, thanks. Thanks for doing that. Oh, that's dumb. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Yeah, okay. This is just gonna be dumb, isn't it? Nope. What happened there? Okay. I don't really have the material for this, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay. Who's working on iron? Iron needs to switch over to limestone. Thank you. Alright. There's that. Yeah, once we have the regular flow coming in, that's when I'll change it. Oh, I'm out of stuff again. There's nothing really else I can do here. We don't have a lot of health concerns yet. Okay, so now this gets unpaused. That gets unpaused. I can go there. That gets unpaused. Cool. And then the rest of the molten channel, blurp, and that should be it. Okay, that's enough limestone. I need so little limestone, really, just to get started. That is the end of that little story there. How many vehicle parts? When do I have? 85? I could do another excavator. I might have to do another excavator. Okay, all of iron is online. Fantastic. We are making 48 iron. So now what we're going to do is we're going to pause both of these. Let that kind of drain out. We're going to do this. Then we're going to do this. And then we're going to resume it again. There's that. Okay. And this can just get all removed. So this all gets nuked. All that goes away. This is going to request 100 iron. I know I just added more work to the trucks. But this is a really big change that's going on right now. Oh, we got a little more land. Look at that. That paid off neatly, I'd say. If you just want to... yeah, another, I don't know, 15 trees. Really bad mental math. I do need another excavator for real. For real, for real. Low supply of water. Correct. So... Blarg? I guess? I need to unify the waters. These ring catchers are cute, but I need to remove them. I need to add more water pumps. But I wanted to get this all set up first before I did anything else. So here's this. Here's this. Those can come online. Yeah. Yeah, friggin' Brill. Okay, your scrap is set to max. Your ore is set to max. I don't know where you're getting ore from. I don't know where you're getting... Oh, is it the shipyard, maybe? Yeah, okay. I was like, dude, I have no idea where the heck you think you're gonna get copper ore from. I got that stuff on lockdown. Frickin' lockdown. That gets activated. No take. Copper. Okay, now we do the same thing with copper. Yeah, this is a mess. Oh, I'm aware. Baby, I know it's a mess. I don't need this designator anymore. Nerp. Nerp. It's a good reference point. I like to keep it because I think it's a good reference point. But, like, I don't need it anymore. And I gotta be careful because there might not be a good way for someone to get to limestone now. So let's try this a little differently, maybe. What if I did this? Oh, that's better. That's better. Okay. Be something like that. And flat, it'll be something like this. Nope, not flat. Loose. Loosey-goosey. Oh, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess 4. Yeah. Cool. Apologize if you hear me sniffling. It's been another really bad... what are they called? Allergies. It's been another really bad allergies day. Oh, copper's right here. My man. My man. Okay. Let's say it's good. That way you can still get to the copper scraps. And we're gonna pause this. We're gonna flip this. Anytime I can just drain out the line, it's a lot better than me forcing vehicles to do all that. So we're gonna flippy dip, flippy dip. Okay. That gets boofed. That gets boofed, and that gets boofed. How we do? Are we making copper already? Not quite. Now we are. Beautiful. I want to see the first copper come off the line, and I'll start decommissioning the other set. Ooh. Thank goodness I checked. You both getting this stuff? What's going on here? Oh, I paused it. Ha ha ha, crap. Okay. Where's coal? There we go. That's what I want. Thank you. We're out of coppers, or iron, still. That's kind of crazy. This is going to be a little more difficult based on how I have this laid out. So we're just going to do a pause again. Quick remove, and a quick remove. Now that's probably going to... Oh, okay. I thought there'd be some overlap going on. That goes away. Hello, friend. Quick remove. Nope. And quick remove. I'm just doing it this way because I wanna. I feel like I'm in a little more control. Believe it or not. Okay, we already have some copper there. I want to move this over there. Quick move. This will finish out the rest of what's here. That goes away, that goes away, that goes away, that goes away, that goes away. Oops. My bad. Just trying to get all this cleared out. That goes away, that goes away, that goes away. You can just go away. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna quick remove it so it just gets warped over here. Okay, that's dope. So what is next on the docket? I have these ring catchers. You're still at 100%. Y'all are at 99%. That's awesome. I could easily build a second one, which is what I'm gonna do. There we are. That's fine. Let's get started on that. Then I'm gonna remove these ring catchers and clean this up a bit. There's a lot of area. Jeez Louise. I don't know. It's 7:10 in the morning. There's no need to motorcycle around at 7:10 in the morning. That's my 2 cents. Man, we're all in the same game together, right? Like, be respectful of your neighbors. You don't have to agree on everything, but like, sweet. Gosh, man. Sorry, there's my hot-tempered rant for the day. I mean, I get it. Like, it's your toy. It's cool. I get it. I understand that. That concept isn't beyond me. Like when it's just vroom, 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 vroom. All right. Do you need a hug? What's going on here? Do you need a friend? I'll be your friend. I'll be your good time pal or whatever. I have no idea what's going on. It's just, I don't get it, man. All right, that frees up a lot of materials. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to centralize our water. The water / rainfall is a lot like the trees. If we have a fully mature forest and we're not trimming it, it's potential wood we're wasting. Same thing with the water. We get regular, standardized rainfall in terms of, a water income. What I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm using that to its highest capacity. So if we've got water things that are like 99% all the time, there's some work we can do about that to make that a little bit better. We can use those resources. That's where I'm coming from. I want you to be offed. I have plenty of unity to do this, so that gets thatted. This does this. That's going to be brr, 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 brr. That goes away. Cool. This doesn't have to be too eloquent or elegant. That can get all this can get just boofed. I don't need any of this. Okay, cool. This plugs in like that. Thanks for playing. You, tell me if you're under 50%. Okay, now to maximize throughput, what I should do is I should send a second pipe. Which I'm gonna do. Which I'm not gonna do. I don't really care about the layout. What I care about, though, are the pylons. There we go. That looks better. Now an excavator can make it through. No worries, mate. That gets quick fitted. This gets boofed. Okay. So that gets our water in. That takes care of our power plant. Now I also need to run another line over here for copper. We're going to do that right now. So this just comes down here and links into... Let's just stay on the ground a little bit more. That links in like that. Then this is going to get... You can get quick removed. Yeah. And boofed. And this whole screwy nonsense gets removed. I'm going to redo all of that. Boop. Screw boop. I got the Unity. I'm going to spend that Unity. So this looks like this. This is just going to cut across. Like so. Okay. Look at that. Isn't that so much cleaner? If I need those rain catchers, I can slap them right back, but now we've centralized our water income. So, top scotch on that. We're low on copper and we're low on coal. Oh, we're full on coal. Whoops. You're gonna go and do some copper stuff. Thanks. Bing, 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 bing. I might soon be able to break apart our ore processors. Actually have enough materials. Could do it. Could do it. We're out of dumping zone there. Let's just claim more of the ocean. Poseidon be danged. Poseidon be danged. We have enough. We have plenty of food. How many months? 53 months. I'm still really good on saplings. 500 something saplings. Let's see if we can muscle through the rest of this research now. Yeah. Let's see if we can get through that. It looks like our copper and our iron is real slick. Things are moving really nice. This I'm probably going to pull and push up because there's no point in having stuff here. But this is still relatively close. There isn't too much that has to get done here. What is the next big project I want to do? Already did that. I've already done that. I haven't done steel yet. I'm not too interested in getting into steel quite yet. Distillation. We got nothing new there. Shipyard. Oh, the transformer. I'm curious as to how much you're going to cost me power-wise. You know what? I'm not going to bother. It's not worth the Unity right now. Some trees, some storages, some stuff. I think we're good. I don't think there's anything crazy I've researched recently. Edicts. I do want corn. Golly, owl locks me a corn. Let's tack on ship armor. Maybe I can get some cheap guns going on. Okay, now iron is top. We're just out of copper straight up. Okay, please come here and do more coal. A second iron processor would mean, or sorter, would mean I could maybe have one excavator on all things continuously, as opposed to all this flip-floppy stuff. The flip-floppy stuff was really, really important for us to get started because it reduced how much of an initial setup cost I had. But now, maybe less of a big deal. Realistically, I just want to power through the rest of research. Okay, is there anything extra I have? I have some impure copper, which I wouldn't mind to handle. Oh, and we're full of copper, never mind. There's a lot of stupid quartz. Here's what I'm going to do about quartz. I'm going to freaking cry about it. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. So we're full on coal. Do I need more stone? God, no. I don't know if there's any other real projects I need to start right now. So here's what we're gonna do. Just relax. Just don't worry about it. Straight up. We're gonna do that. Oh, I didn't build the thing. Haha! Dang it. I didn't even build the thing. Alright, someone come here and build the thing. Okay, please bring me the quartz out of there. Okay. Cool. A little bit of housekeeping is going to go a long way. Perfect. There's extra quartz. What are we researching? Electric boiler, which is way, way, way beyond my jurisdiction and anything I would possibly need at this time, but it'd be nice to have. 100%, yeah, this output water is tops. Yeah, we're good. My lumber's actually looking alright. How much do I have? 1.2k? Cool, it's time for another loan. Man, we were thirsty for copper. Holy gibbers. Oh, whoops. Wrong guy. There you go. We're actually pretty full on construction materials. That's awesome. Electric boiler done. How much oil do I have? Like 80%, I'll guess. Was the wrong thing? 91. Okay, so they were generous on the oil. That's good. Oh, big stretch. Whoa. Honestly, advanced diesel is such a strong play if you can get to it. Very, very helpful. 100%. Okay, we're full on the coal. You can have this back. Awesome. Things are flowing. Things are looking really good. Yeah. Extending my storage would be probably another thing I wouldn't mind to do. Okay, we're good on that. We're doing iron. Okay, who's on copper patrol? I'm gonna shut you off one more time. Yeah, pretty soon I'd like to get to a point where I just leave stuff running, but I don't think I'm there yet confidently. Not quite. The real thing I could do right now is just make sure research is running at full capacity. Yeah, and that. What is construction parts 3? Oh, I need steel. Okay. Actually, now that I think about it, we don't hit a new tech level for a while. I guess I was doing some of this stuff because I wanted it. We're not doing trains, that's for sure. I don't know if I need bigger vehicles yet. Recycling would be neat, so I could start collecting biomass, and that would give us... It needs the next tier of construction parts, butts. Cargo depot 2. Oh, the large... Well, I don't really need the large generator. Water recovery would be nice. I'm trying to think of if there's anything that's like, oh my god, I have to have that. Copper refinement, sulfur. Getting sulfur going on for better copper would be cool. I need glass for the larger vehicles. I don't know what I want right now. Yeah, just do the research. Get us to where we're at. I don't really know what I want right now. Better food market, awesome. We're at 58 months, we're at 49 now. I'm not doing saplings. These timings need to be... Oh, no, they're offset. It's fine. How's the water source here? 100%. Fantastic. That's what I want to see. 100%? 100%. Fantastic. Okay. It gives me a really good level set as to what I could possibly do with expansions and stuff. Because if I was already running out of things... If I was already running out of water, then it'd be like, okay, well, I gotta figure out something else to do about my farming situation. Oh my goodness gracious. Ugh, sorry, it is still very early in the morning. It's one of those days you wake up and you're just like, man, I cannot sleep. I don't know what's going on. I just am unable to get proper shut-eye. So I'm up on playing video games. Video games. Okay. Let's design a steel setup. This is not going to be very complex at all. As in, we've already built this several times. But that's okay. So, one more time, I lied. And we're only going to do probably one of these. 2 is the right number. Here's kind of what I want to do. A supply of iron ore. Cool. Guess who just possibly got promoted to coal? Y'all did. Merp. One of the things that we'll be doing is switching over to full steel eventually. But for right now, just to get the game going, I don't mind if this is a small artisan batch process just to get going. But yeah, switching over to steel 100% is a worthwhile endeavor because when you make construction materials, what you're actually doing is you're using less lumber and less slabs. It's actually really freaking cool. You're not the one. You are the one. Okay. So you make how much? Yeah, let's just do it like that. Sure. 24. 24 and 12. Yep, again, I'm making this annoying on purpose, I guess. Annoyingly compact, I guess. It's not gonna work. This is gonna work less, probably. Does it have to be like this? I'm not gonna design it if I'm like, you know, in 50 game years or whatever. I'm like, okay, now it's time for the real... I'm blocking 2 things? I'm blocking 2 things, okay. I'm not gonna go too ham about it if it's like, yeah, man, now we're gonna really ramp up production or something. I'll design it proper, because then I'm going to do the 2x4 or whatever, and this is just I need to get something on paper. If you catch my drift. I can just smoke. That's kind of it. Yeah, it's as simple as that. I need water, I need coal, I need raw stuff. You are slag. You can do that thing. High supply of coal. Alright. And we're out of copper. Alright. Now, I don't really need this guy. Oh, I guess I did. Sorry. I was gonna just nuzzle this dude right here, but then, yeah, as it just noticed, it would block iron. No. Sure? Sure, why not? For now, I don't really super care. Let's do that. You also need wata, which is how I say water, because I'm very fancy. I'm very fancy. Not at all fancy. But look it, a guy can pretend, right? Okay, I have nothing belted. Temp2 has no available brabada, but yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be the case. Thank you. So what I'm going to have to do is something like this. Construction level 3. Hot diggity dang. Oh, hot diggity dang. There's that. Good, 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 good. There's this. There's this. That happens. This can shut off. Okay. There you go. Our first steel. Very cool. I'm out of stuff. That all looks great. That's quartz I don't care about. Okay, logistics zones, and then guns, and then armor. What else? Yeah, sulfur processing would be great. Bigger vehicles require glass. Yep. That would be great. That would be great. I don't see anything super crazy critical right now. Yeah, I think that's all a good start. But what I do have access to now is tier 3 construction parts. Which I guess I could start stockpiling without any real negative, right? Because it's right, assembly level 2. It's just the T2 parts in steel. So we can start stockpiling that right now. We're gonna do us a favor. Nope. Wrong kind of conveyor, y'all. About something like that. Plenty of room to get through? Awesome. Okay, cool. That's what I was hoping for. Now, same rules apply. You only output if you have at least 100. There's our first construction parts Mark III. Fantastic. High supply of copper. Oh, geez. Low supply of coal. Oh, geez. Right there, my friend. Okay, it's 120 for another ore sorter. Oh, I'm thinking like iron and copper get their own. Then limestone, coal gets their own. I think that might be reasonable. Yeah. That's a future project, though. How much steel we kicking? Yeah, not a lot. Because we're out of everything. Neat. Logistical zones. Neat. Honestly, our island is so tiny, I don't really see me getting too far into that, but that's still good to know. Low supply of mech parts. Indeed we are. Pause our research for a spell. Oh, we're full of lumber. Let's try that. Yep, that's looking real good. Real good. Working on weapons now? Yeah. Iron and copper look amazing in the new home. Oh, look at that. We've already got 44 tier 3 parts. It's not going to buy or build us anything. Like, that's not enough to do dingus. But that's still nice. I like it. human music. I like it. Don't deliver, don't take. Yes, you can receive stuff. You can't receive stuff because we're already handling that. I think I'm ready to pick up all my stuff and move it again. Like, all this is going to go here instead to make more room for farms, because I'm getting very close to needing more farms. So that's something we can talk about. Let's talk about that. The difference between a level 1 and a level 2 is... Ugh, level 2 construction parts. Gross. Okay, so I have 3 right now. 1, 2, 3... I would like 4. And then, can you make level 2 parts, or can you not? You can. Okay, cool. So this is going to be very linear. You're going to do that. 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 Okay. Now, I haven't really ever found a really good way to handle this. So the way I kind of handle it is something like this. Is the output of this. This can scoot over a little bit. But the idea is this is going to look like this. Right. And the way I handled it on last season's bus was I had a lot of power. Power wasn't an issue whatsoever. But I did something like this, and then I fed it back down. And that kept space really tight, and then this is where these would lock in. And then I'd use a riser, whatever they're called, a lift. And this looks like this. And this goes up to there. Yeah, so this is how I would do it to keep it really, really tight. That way, everything hits storage first. So this is construction parts 1. This is electronics. This hits construction parts 1, right? Oh, hold on. Too much copper. Where's my iron? We are making iron, okay. This feeds into a storage. That storage then loops out. So I would do the same thing I've been doing before. I'd say, don't leave unless you have at least 100. At least 100. And then that feeds into this one, and that does that whole thing. That's how I did it the most compact way I could possibly think of. So this is going to be... Can this go to 2? Hot dang. Alright. So... There's that. Oh, that's not what I want. Can I... Yeah, squeeze a little more out of that. Okay, so then in order of operations, right? Yeah. Nope, hold on. J. There we are. Cool. That bottom part did not connect, and that's fine. A little manual work. High supply of coal, low supply of iron ore. Let's see here. Let's try that. I think I need coal running pretty constantly regardless. Yeah, same thing happens here. So this looks like this. Actually, that's not correct. Yep. I needed to go to storage first. Because if I have any construction projects, those have to have first opportunity. No. Okay. Let's just try that again, shall we? That's our ticket right there. Okay. At this stage of the game, I don't see there being a lot of value in doing a ton of stockpiling. I'd rather some pretty consistent high levels of throughput over anything else. I don't think I'm at the point where it's like, oh my god, I need so much extra. I need thousands of construction materials. I can't even use thousands of construction materials. Hi, Nico. Hi, good morning. You want to say hi to everybody? Oh boy, okay, you jumped up here like immediately. You want to say hi? Okay, you can't... Okay, hold on. You can't have my coffee and you can't have my water. You have 3 bowls. You have 2 bowls of water. No, you have 1 bowl of water and 2 filtered water systems. You don't need my beverage. I appreciate your dedication to the whatever you're doing, but no thanks. Okay, how's everything going here? You're out of water, straight up. No, okay. I love you very much. My goodness, antsy fella. Antsy fella. Okay, this is the full 60. Yeah, we're not pushing enough water here. Which is 100% understandable. T1 construction parts are easier to come by than T2, which is a very obvious statement, maybe. So I'm just going to run another line. The pipe itself is maxed out. There's no more throughput to be had. So we're going to just do a little shaky like this. This doesn't matter. Trucks should not be coming this way anyway. Fine, I don't super care. So I've got 1 dedicated to the farms and 1 dedicated to the settlement. This would be why our unity keeps fluctuating as hard as it is. 111? Good God. Okay, well, I just changed our throughput from 60 to hopefully 90, because they're 48. Okay, so 96. But that should help. We're using 7? Oh, no, that's because that's all we're providing. There we go. There's the money. There's the money. Alright, get that health back up. Oh, coffee, you so good to me. Coffee, why you so good to me? Not you. You. If you can get back over here, that'd be great. Temp must be iron, right? Okay, I've got the construction material. Oh, we have 200 tier 3. That's awesome. Just about 196. Very cool. Stuff like that I really don't mind stockpiling. Ultimately. Oh, big stretch. Okay. Good stuff. Sorry, I kind of feel like I'm just like half waking up right now. No alerts, that's great. Yeah, everything's a strong investment. We're out of electronics. We are, because we're out of... we're not out of anything, it's just, it's behind schedule for sure. So what I want to do is I want to get the rest of this set up. So iron and wood, it doesn't super matter. And this is slab. Okay, so there's that. This turns into the same thing we just had. This all plugs into... let's do it like this. What did I just unlock? Weapons. Oh, cool. Do we has... iron and mech parts. Awesome! Please. Did I hit the thing? I hit the thing. Okay, cool, cool. That's gonna smarts and ouch. Big ol' smarts and ouch. So we're gonna do this. Okay. I want to take this. Check it up here so it's not so much in the middle of things. Very soon, I would not see an issue about doing, like, roads and stuff. Like, we're getting to the point. We're getting to the point where we could, easily. You are construction parts, Marco dos. Yep, cool. That links in. And that links in, and that links in, that links in. Okay. Next is electronics. So copper. So this is where, like, I'm still importing electronics, but I'd like to build this into the system. So what I need is electronics to be made before this point. So I can either add it to the right and feed it in through the top. I'm never really too sure how I want to do this because I want electronics to be also equally accessible to whatever else might need it. You know what I'm going to do, maybe? Is I'm going to do this. You had it. You had it, man. There you go. Ain't no thing. You got it. Okay, that plugs in like that. So this is gonna... This is gonna look like this as well. I'll get it. Just give me a second here. I don't really have like a layout that I'm super happy with quite yet. Now, what I can do is I could put electronics here. Gosh, I really don't know how I want this to lay out. I guess I'm not super bothered. Actually, we're gonna take a small respite. What is this? Get out of here. Untamed Sanctuary. Oh no, I can't load this save anymore. Oh, because the mods. Oh, butts. Oh, big stretch. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I did this on another save, and I was wondering how I did it. I think I did electronics, like, immediately. So if I were to do that, let's entertain that as an idea, right? So let's do this. Okay, cool. So the way this would operate, more or less, could be something a little backwards, but a little fun and flavorful, maybe? 1, 2, 3. I want 4. Doing electronics, I also want an equal amount, if not more, doing mech parts. Because I'd like to build this as a one-stop shop, so I don't have to keep the game paused. This game could just keep going. This is rubber. I'll mess with the specifics later, but for now, just get the brunt of this figured out. Ship modification complete. Hot damn. Okay, what is our battle score? 140. Okay, let's load them up. 140. 130. Generally, we roll higher. So these 140s, 130s, I'm not worried about. I was kind of hoping we'd find like some 80s or something. Let's go fight a 130. We should be able to beat 130 without that much of a problem. $45 months. 470. Oh, loan time. Trade reputation 30. Hot dang. There's probably a really good strat on how to do this. Maybe borrow for longer. Realistically, these 310s or whatever are something I'm pretty happy with. We should just annihilate them. They have twice as much health, but that doesn't matter. Eesh, that was not a good fight, but pretty decent haul all the same. Okay, I need armor. I was hoping I could squeezle my way around a little bit, but I defo need some armor. Copper needs to go back to iron, or to coal, I mean. Iron is still really, really hurting. Jeez, oh my. Jeez, oh man. A stench so foul, it's right off the funkometer. Can I... Hold on. Can I Scooty Puff Jr. you in a little bit more? Yeah, the beginning and the ends are the same. Yeah, I know. Okay, that's better. Because then at least one of these... There we go. Can be on the ground floor, which means I save on lifts. Generally, lifts are really, really cool. Duh, obviously, John. But they're also expensive. They're expense. They're an expense. Yeah, I don't know why I just did that. That's fine. So we've had no real crashes. We've had some nail-biting moments, but no crashes so far, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then copper... If copper stays like that... actually... Okay, you're level 1, good. You're gonna do this for me. Alright, I'll do it this way, that's fine. Come on. You got this. I believe in you. We'll do it together. Come on, we got this. Now, this is going to be a little on the awkward side. So this is going to go up by 2. So there, because it already starts being up by 1. There's that. There's that. There's that. There's that. Now this... Oh, I see. Okay. This is JMeg's super sloppy bus build. But this is going to get all these little mini factories I've got going on standardized, which I really want. Now, iron's over there, which is unfortunate because I also want iron for mech parts, which is fine. I should have planned this out a little bit better. You know what? Still can do. Hold on. I am going to pause for a second here. Mech parts. Yeah, we're going to do... we're going to do 4 of these as well. Hopefully this is going to be the last real rebuild before we get like steel and other cool stuff. So mech parts are needed for maintenance and other stuff. Realistically, I don't think I need them. I think I need them for vehicle parts as well. And yeah, research and maintenance. Yeah, there's a handful of things that are needed. But this is another spot I'd like to have it just nice and tight and compact and ready to party. So now the real question is, how do we get iron to where iron got to be? Well, spoiler alert, it's lifts related. It is absolutely lifts related. So we're going to do that. And up by 1. Honestly, lifts and trains, like when they announced all this stuff, my first idea was like, man, that's going to be freaking crazy. That's going to be absolutely crazy. And then now that it's like part of the game and it's been part of the game for a while, my thought is like, man, I can't imagine this game without this stuff. Like, it's really, really cool everything. Everything's really so well designed. The trains make sense. The lifts make sense. Everything about this doesn't feel out of place at all. It's very cool. I wasn't afraid the game was going to break. Like I was, oh man, well, the game's ruined now. Her. That wasn't my thought, but it did kind of low-key cross my mind. I'm like, man, this could be just insanely cool. And it was. It was insanely cool. And it is still insanely cool to have lifts and stuff. Yeah. Actually, I might roll this guy a little different. I was thinking of coming down here. Oh, you know what? I still can. I still can. And I'll make it look good, too. Maybe. Hold on to that last part. Oh, this is going to be mildly staggered, and that's fine. Okay. There's that. So, what do we have? We have Tier 1 construction parts, Tier 2 construction parts. We have electronics. We have mechanical parts. All here. This is a single production up from Mark 1. It's 2 productions up from Mark 2. It gets a lot of this loose stuff ad hoc. It's more electronics production. I needed more of that. I don't have T3 in here. Maybe I should do T... I don't have... I do have steel. I'm just not quite there yet. So this can look like pretty much this. There's no reason for me to have a ton of spread out stuff, right? So this is going to build up. I think I want to move this water. I don't care if it gets threaded in the middle. But, yeah, something like that'll be good. Then I can do trucks, and this'll work out really well. We're not going to have big trucks for a very long time. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this. Then we're going to do 2 ramps with a 2-space gap both ways. At least. Uh-oh. What did I lose? That's not right. There it is. Incompatible port at start. Oh, there it is. Okay. Whew. I just built this thing and I'm like, I don't know how the hell this works. Does anyone know how the hell this works? I don't know how that... Yeah, just good stuff. I want a 3-tile gap on both sides. I want a 4-tile gap on both sides. I can't make up my mind. I think I need a nap already. I've been awake. I already need a nap. We're off to a good start. So that goes there. This won't block anything. But this will allow me to get iron and copper. So copper goes in there. Iron goes in there. Right? Kind of a... Actually, this should be maybe more like that. And this should be more like that. Okay, how much slab do I have? 340. Okay, cool. So we're gonna does this up really nice-ish. Stay tuned on how I make this not look really nice. And then that's good. I'm gonna do something like this. The barriers act as deterrents for vehicles to ensure they go down a singular path. That's the idea here. So real quick, something like that. Something like that. That'll look good. I think that'll look good. I think that's a really good start. Oh, big stretch. Okay, let's get some of this built. I need to rebuild the water. The water. I'm gonna do that, and then this goes all the way up to 5, and then to there. Okay, we can mutz around with plugging stuff in and layering and all kinds of stuff next session. I'm trying to keep these to about an hour and a half. I think is a good cadence. . 'Cause 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 ' Yeah, good cadence. So yeah, this is going to get built out. And then we'll convert this up here. That's a lot less moving around. The iron and the copper and the rubber is all right here. There's no reason for us to go any further. And really anything else. You're coal. You're going to stay coal for a while. You're going to come over here and does us up some limestone. And then I'll switch you again over to copper. That would be great. Okay, what does all this cost? A lot of money. Just a lot of money. That's all it's going to cost. Just a lot of money. Okay. So, that's fine. I'll take 100 of that. I'll take 100 of that. I can pipe in this stuff manually later. For right now, I just want to get it working. So, 100 of that. Yep. Nope, you're producing. You're producing, you're not... don't produce Tech 2 construction products until we have 100. Yeah, because that'll ensure that maintenance gets first dibs. And then same thing for you. Let's say 100. I think 100 is fine. Okay, I can build out most of this right now. So let's do that. Let's say iron. And we'll just start building this one. Hello? There you are. Haha, I gotcha. We'll build this one chunk at a time. So there's mechanical parts, right? And then if I need another power plant, I still have room for another power plant. That gives me a little wiggle room right there. Oh, wiggle bump. Oh, wiggle bump. Okay. Okay, there's mech parts. Fantastic. Now we unlock electronics. Which are made by... I'm thinking it's this one. I forgot already. Coffee's not doing it. I just need a slap in the face or something at this point, just to wake up a bit. Wake up, ding dong. A ding dong. Ding dong. That's what I want. I want a doorbell that does that. Just varying levels of ding dong. Ding dong. Ding dong. And the more times someone pushes it, it just goes lower. Ding dong. And they push it one more time. Ding dong. Ding dong. Just like, what is going on in that house? Me, because I'm a ding dong. I'm going on in this house. Alright, that's all of that I need. I don't mind this extra level of micromanagement when it comes to moving stuff around. The mining and stuff, because like I've played far more micro intensive games. So like this is like 3 clicks. It saves me 120 whatevers, I'm cool with it. 120 supply. I'm out of T1 construction materials, which is fortunate. But I got electronics for days. It looks like it's working. How come it still says 0? Hold on, there's something scuffed here. I found it. Alright, is there any of this I can remove safely? Well, is this working? It is. Hot diggity dang. Okay. There is some stuff I can remove safely. No more. And no more. Just let that work itself out calmly. And then also, we're not doing the mech part thing anymore. Yeah, so maintenance will probably go like right here maybe. Just pipe these 2 items. Boom. Done. Less work be needin' having. Okay. You're done? Nope, you're still trying to get rid of stuff. Temp 2 has no mining designations in its mining thing. Yeah, I mean, just keep going, really. Yeah, there you go. Okay, we're low on iron. Okay, iron's got to come back. You did great on that copper, kid, but I need you back on iron. For reals and for sure. Well, there's quite a bit of copper still being processed. Wait, partially blocked. Yes, it's partially blocked by copper, of course. Of course, of course. Okay. The new mechanical production area is already half built. I think we made some really good strides this episode. New metallurgic area entirely. Yeah, there's our screenshot right there. New metallurgic area. A little bit more got cleared. Yeah, production's moving real smooth. I'm really happy with how this is all coming around. That's it. That's another episode of Captain of Industry, or I should say Admiral of Industry. Thank you all for joining. My name's JohnMegacycle, and I hope to catch you next time.